Very good, very good player. And I won't dance lings if you don't mule. Deal? Okay, so not a lot of mana mule, not a lot of dance lings in each other's bases. And on the other team, in the top left, we have Jonsnow from Team Flipside Tactics as the red Zerg. Jonsnow, pretty cool dude. Flipside, oh, I love this team, actually. These guys have picked up so many good players. And I think they just got sponsored by Sennheiser, so I'm super jelly. Definitely a badass team. This is, I really like the support they've been giving NA players. From what I've heard from the players that are on this team, they're all actually quite happy with Flipside. So I'm just glad, you know, we got teams putting so much in, and I'm gonna make sure I keep mentioning that forever and ever because I think Flipside Tactics is. So yeah, we got some Terran versus Zerg, Laralac Crest, horizontal spawns for TvZ. Most Terran players like to go for big 2-base pushes with a lot of bio. That's the important part. And yeah. So we will see what exactly is going to happen. So Drunkenboi is going to open up with a Reaper. Nothing unusual. Command center gets popped. So the SCV, Drunkenboi, I'm pretty Overlord. Yeah, I mean, he just saw it right there. So the important thing is, for an Overlord to have reached his base this fast, in his natural, he knows that Jonsnow spawned in the top left. And Jonsnow obviously knows that Drunkenboi spawned here because his Overlord found him. So Drunkenboi, wait, was he not paying attention? What are you doing? Where's your Reaper going? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, what? Were you not paying attention? No, dude. Oh. No! Don't go! Don't go! Well, he misses his chance to go harass, because now the Queens will definitely be out by the time the Reaper reaches his base. That is unfortunate, because if he had just red on his minimap, he would have known that Jonsnow spawned in the top left, which is unfortunate. So now his Reaper's just like, now by the time his Reaper reaches, yeah, the Queen is done in the main, and the Queen will be done in the natural. So there we go, which is actually great. Great, so Jonsnow's gonna send these lings across. Oh yeah, did I mention there's not really much here to actually poke at these lings because the way that this started. So the Reaper gets one kill with a drone, but we should lose an SCV here for D-Boy. I mean, he's got some Marines up. He's got to be careful. Those lings are just gonna run straight to the main base. Might try to snipe a mule. Gets one SCV already. Getting that hashtag value town. And these two Marines. Others. Go on, get. You know, this is like trying to wrangle. He's trying to wrangle the buck. Whatever it is that people wrangle. Those lings, though. Good value. Two worker kills at the beginning. He completely threw him off his game. Jonsnow doesn't seem like he was macroing too hard doing that. He is building a lot more links because he knows there's no wall here, and there's only a few Hellions now going to be popping out, just 2. So third hatchery does start up for Jonsnow. I think he was really focused, which is fine. He had an opportunity to get a lot of work done, and all the Reaper's going to see these lings. Okay, Drunkenboi, you got to hold your ramp, hold it strong. I think these lings might have been a bit of an overcommitment. If he doesn't break him right here, maybe if he gets the SCVs, I guess it's fine. I'm surprised he didn't pull the SCVs back knowing there were so many lings. The worker count is still pretty, so not sure how to feel about this. He starts Cloak, got a Banshee queued. This supply depot is done. He didn't need to drop this, but he wanted to make sure he'd have a nice little margin of error there for his next depot. Lings come up, trying to get another SCV. They don't. So far, 6 workers killed for Jonsnow. Nice. He's been bringing some pain, getting some damage done. Now, real question. Okay, he's already got spores. 1 spore in his main. Did he scout the Tech Lab starport? No, but I guess he's assuming. Well, he will see it now, so quite good that he already has the spore. He didn't need it this early, obviously, but getting it is good. So killing the Overlord is a big deal, because he tells me this is going to be a little bit of a Hell Batterino play with the Cloak Banshees. So he killed a good number of lings. He wants to force with the Hellbats up front, maybe even bring these Marines, and then use the Cloak Banshee, if he can, to pick everything else off. Because without the Spore Crawler being up front, oh, he does have 1, but he needs a detection here. This right here is where you want to push. I mean, the Spore has enough vision, I think. I think the Spore's anti-cloak. Oh, he's moving it to the mineral line. Okay. So Frontal Assault could do damage, but Drunkenboi's going to send that Banshee straight up into the main base. So he's just going to try to get in there and see what he can do. He's going to get possibly some damage done on this queen. Nope. And he's trying. Hellions are here. Haven't turned into Hellbats just yet. So we'll see. Yeah, Banshee's gonna step back just a little bit. The audio is cutting out a little. Okay, well, maybe it's the way I'm local recording it. Let me just see if turning that off fixes it. That's weird that that just started happening. Alright, well, I apologize for that, but Banshees are gonna pull back now, and they're just adding on a bunch of barracks. I think there's no third command center, right? 3cc play is pretty meh, but I think on this map, like, it's just so easy to make a big 2-base push with a bunch of Marines, a couple tanks, medevacs, etc. And he still has all these Hellions that he could turn into Hellbats, so should be good. As these Banshees start to push across the map. And there's not really a good anti-air except for the Queen, so doing damage to these, nice, actually does kill one. Every Queen pick-off would be really, really good, so we shall see what else can be done here. Roach speed's on the way, +1 vehicle weapons, +1 infantry weapons. So this is really setting up for like a basically +1/+1 push, but not like the normal 1/1. It's more like a +1/+1 vehicle, so we shall see what he can do here, I guess, as his army starts to get ready to push up again. Now, big things that are important to keep in mind here as this Banshee gets moving out again. Without a third command center, all Jonsnow needs to do is not die to whatever it is that comes out. Like, whatever sort of push comes out. Like, but this is actually moving the Queens out. He's going to go for like a really big attack. The Banshees are going for the counter attack here, and they're going to get some damage done in on the Roaches. But this is a massive assault, and I feel like this is actually good for Drunkenboi if he sieges his tanks in time, because his army can actually destroy this. His army would actually beat this very easily, I feel, just because the tank support and without creep. But all the Banshees come. Oh, Overseer isn't here. Oh, this would be really nice if we could kill these Queens. Cloak, 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 cloak. Ah! Okay, cloaks. I bet the Overseer is coming back. I think right now is the best possible moment for Drunkenboi to push out. Definitely the best moment for him to be able to push out right now. So we shall see. There's the Hellbats, and this is a massive attack. +1 is done. +1 is done. Combat shields is done. So with the Banshee still poking and being annoying, he's pulling him around. He's trying to get a good position. And this army from Drunkenboi is monstrous. It's basically just Roaches and Ravagers versus a metric ton of Marine, tank, medevac, and all that jazz. So let's see what he can do as the Bio's going to step up here. There's a Curse of Biles, not hitting too many of the Marines. The tanks getting a good bit of work done, but the Hellbats are all dead. That buffer, and the Bio's going to start to eat some of these Curse of Biles. The siege tanks have been picked off, and it looks like Jonsnow might just have a little bit too much for Drunkenboi to handle. He's going to force him back, but with no third command center, Drunkenboi does not have a follow-up to this. He's not getting any more upgrades, and Jonsnow has the economy. He has the economy. He's doing a great job. So Banshee dealing some damage, getting some work done on the Queen. Wow, that's the YOLO tumor right as the creep is running out. And these Queens have no problem with that +1 attack fighting against the Banshees. But double medevac chop's going to go into the main base and try to pull him back, try to see what exactly it is that they can do here in this position. Overlord should die, and let's see now. Let us see. Marine Marauder steps in, and nope, nothing doing. Solid save. Solid effort here. I don't know what Drunkenboi's supposed to do now. I think he done goofed. The consequences will never be the same. As the Marines and Marauders step back one more time. So Overseer's gonna check the main, but he's gonna float his main probably when it runs out of minerals. Like, he might as well float his main to the third now, but Banshee finally dies. I think that Jonsnow's got this game one in the bag. Like, Drunkenboi's trying to use the drops to buy time. He's trying to pull his opponent around, but Jonsnow is just all over the place. He's just manhandling him. +2 attack starts, but +2 attack's been done for a while for Jonsnow. He's got the Spore, he's got the Queen, he's got the Ravager. Pretty much all he needs. So, with that being said, don't know what to really tell him. Oh, God. A bit overkill in the Bile. Marauder dies a horrible, painful death. So Drunkenboi is going to clear out some more of the creep. I mean, people say roaches are like cost ineffective or supply ineffective, but they are certainly in great enough numbers, I think, to just straight up win this game. Like, Drunkenboi's got to use the tank micro with his bio micro, but he's still eating so much damage. Oh, don't lose your medivacs. Merp, merp. Does he really think he can stop this army? I don't know. I don't know, Kev. He's got another drop coming in from the back, so doing a little bit of poking. I love this tenacity from Drunkenboi, but you got a Hive on the way. You have a 2K, 1K bank for a maxed out Zerg player. The only thing he's missing are the upgrades, but Jonsnow, I mean, Drunkenboi is also missing the upgrades. I don't know why he hasn't floated his main yet. He's just going to float his main and float his natural to take his 3rd and 4th base, I guess. But, like, if you look at the income tab, like, he's just not pulling in a lot of moolah. He's just not feeling all that hot right now. So, Marines poke out, kill some creep tumors. That's great. Merry Christmas. But 4th base is going to be finally taken by Jonsnow. And Drunkenboi, he's having such a hard time. He is slowly climbing in supply. But when I say slowly, I mean, this is like that guy on Mount Everest, and they tell you, they're like, yo, man, just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you can go climb Mount Everest. But he hires, like, one of those Sherpas. Except the Sherpa just, like, doesn't really care, so he's just, like, stuck, you know? He's, like, trying to climb Mount Everest by himself, but he has no climbing experience. He's just rich. His daddy paid for this trip. That's how slowly he's climbing in supply. And the siege tanks are going to start to get picked off. The bio just eating these biles. You don't need many biles to connect, just 1 or 2. And this army just cannot stand up to this. Infestors are coming out, and I think I think this game has been over for a while, but Drunkenboi might finally realize that. He's just going to walk forward, eat. Oh, God. Shield your eyes, children. GG, Tasteless. GG. That was rough. That was brutal. My face when people think I don't look at the chat while I'm casting. Like, Nathanius just wants to make bad audio just to mess with you. It's all good. I guess the local recording did mess with it a bit. I need to tune those settings more. I thought all the settings for it were the same. I don't know why I would have an issue. Yeah, I don't know why that would be a problem. Huh. Interesting. Alright, message D-Boy getting to game 2. So Jonsnow already doing pretty well to start this series off. Ruins of Ceres from map 2. It's an older meme, but it checks out. That's an older meme in and of itself. Alright, counting down into game number 2, guys. Alright. Game numero 2. Ruins of Ceres, but I already told you guys that part. Shouldn't come as a surprise. Alright. We're loaded in. And spawning in the bottom right position as the blue Terran player, we have Drunkenboi, currently down 0-1 in this best of 3. He's facing off against Jonsnow, the flip side tactics American Zerg player. I think Drunkenboi's Canadian for some reason. For some reason, I feel like I told Drunkenboi I wanted him to become one of the best U.S. players, and then he's like, no, dude, I'm actually Canadian. And then I stopped believing in him completely. So I think that's why I know that he's Canadian, but I'm not 100% sure on that. He could be American, and I might just be a terrible caster. Not that either of those things matter, but... D-Boy. Barracks, gas. So, I mean, Reaper is pretty much all you do versus Zerg. It's really all you should do. Just like Hatch First is all that a Zerg player should do, so... What really went wrong for Drunkenboi? I think if he had really dived on that army as it pushed out, he might have been able to do it. Or maybe it was just like a bad... Maybe it was just like a really bad way the builds interacted. I don't know. Someone in chat says, Nathanius, I liked your acting in Clerks and Clerks 2. Thank you very much. I still haven't seen Clerks 2, but I've heard it was great. And this is going to be a quick speed opener again from Jonsnow, it looks like. Nothing really insane. Nothing really crazy, to say the least. So, Reaper's on the way. And Command Center should be coming up soon. Guys, that's a triangle. I think Drunken... Was he showing us? Was he trying to tell us something with that his SCV patrolling in a pyramid? What on earth? Well, not a pyramid. It's more like an isosceles, right? Or an obtuse? No. Definitely isosceles. Jonsnow's pool finishes, and that means Zergling speed. Do it! There we go. So Ling speed, very normal opening. Nothing really weird or out of the ordinary here. There's Jonsnow. Just kind of progresses forward naturally. Now, for those of you guys wondering, Nate, what exactly is this qualifier for? Huh? It's for WCS Shanghai, being run in partnership with NetEase and Blizzard Entertainment. As you can see, their logos have been added to this stream. Partially because I was told to, but also partially to help explain what is going on here. I believe it's in conjunction with the GPL. Yeah, I don't really know much about that organization, so yeah, it sounds interesting though. Personally, I've never, I believe the event is going to take place in Shanghai, which, excuse my Americanism, but I'm pretty sure that's in China. And I've never actually been to China. I've never been to Asia. I still have not ever been to Asia, which is kind of one of my goals to do, but I don't think I'm going to be at this event either, so I don't know. 18 Lings are on the way. Starport is on the way. So very similar makeup to the last game with the double gas. Saturate your gas, Drunkenboi. Just do it. Oh, look at that. I clicked on the SCV and right-clicked and it moved. You guys think I'm what if we accidentally queued up Archon mode and the caster could, like, issue commands? Well, that would just totally be grounds for disqualification. I don't even know why I would bring that up. But, yeah. Nate, are you planning on streaming on your birthday? Well, my birthday's in 4 days. Probably, yeah. Hellions are going to push across the depot. No, save the depot! Ugh. Oh, no, the Link surround comes in. The depot might not have been worth saving. It was a bait. It was a great bait, mate. He did the same thing he did last game, except this time he'd rate 8 out of 8. He's going to lose the mules. He's going to lose his Hellions. He's going to lose his Marines. He's going to lose his SCVs. He's going to lose these barracks that are building. He might even lose his job to someone from out of state. Dun, dun, dun. And Jonsnow, he's knocking on D-Boy's door. Lifting the command center way up high. So now he's got to start those racks again in his main. He does have a Viking killing an Overlord though, so he's got that going for him, which is nice, I suppose. Yeah, so we have 3 racks. I mean, these barracks should have already been done building reactors. And look, he spread his Lings out. Jonsnow promised not to dance his Lings if D-Boy promised not to Manor Mule. But I don't think that D-Boy's going to win any games in this best of 3. So Jonsnow, dance them. Dance your Lings. What if I could dance them? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I'm a referee, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to type a message into all chat and possibly get permabanned from casting WCS. Make Terran great again. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Spire on the way. I mean, right now, Jonsnow's just like, he's just styling right now. He's just like, you know what? He just won the lottery and he's walking around a Rolex shop. He's just like, I could have all of this. It's like, I could have every one of these watches if I want, because I didn't win the Zimbabwe lottery. I won the American lottery. As you guys know, American dollar's been pretty strong in the last year. So, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, he could do whatever he wants. I feel like Drunkenboi just took too much damage. He's just now, at 6 minutes, dropping mules again onto his natural expansion. He's barely been mining. Look how many minerals are left. Some of these mineral patches are virgin. They haven't even been touched yet. This one's barely been touched. Do with that information as you may. So, Evo chambers are coming in. So, upgrades are going to be barely behind on just the attack, I guess. The Mutalisks should be enough to really put the hurt on him, because he's got stim, but he doesn't have medevacs. He doesn't really have a lot of Marines, to be honest. He can't really afford to build Marines. He's supply blocked right now, and he doesn't have any turrets. So this Viking's going to come up here. He'll kill one more Overlord, and then the Mutas should kill that Viking. At least the Viking's getting some work done, though. So he's got that going for him, which is nice. But I don't know what else to say. This game's not going all that well for Drunkenboi. Jonsnow showed up to play. He showed up with his big kid gloves on. He's that kid that went to the show and tell, and his dad was like actually like an aerospace engineer. He like literally brought like a government grade drone, and he flew the drone around the classroom, and everyone else's parents that are like plumbers or I don't know, Subway sandwich makers, they were all like, God damn it, you really had to be that guy? You had to be that guy? And then he's just like, yeah man, this drone is worth more than your mortgage. Well, the Mutas come in, they pick off the SV building the turret. He does lose one Muta. So, tomato, tomato. I mean, Creep Spread's moving out. He's made one thing he does need to do is start. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say Baneling speed, but he just started. He literally started it as I started to talk about it. So D-Boy, he's only got 2 command centers. He's got some Marines, but it's gonna be a difficult game for him to win unless he can get some amazing splits. He's got 31 workers, a Mutalisk pack, murder of Mutas, I guess, catches that medevac. Not good. He's gonna get to work on the add-ons, and Drunkenboi's like, you know what, man, screw this. I need to attack. I need to do something tasteless. But he's gonna lose a lot behind this, and Drunkenboi, he's moving out super deep onto creep. This is like Deep Blue, that movie with Halle Berry that no one remembers because it was so awful. I mean, without Baneling speed, he gets a couple good shots, but I think the Mutas just come in here, right-click on the tank, back up, or maybe he just swarms him. He does kind of need Baneling speed, though. Otherwise, this is possible. It is possible for Jonsnow to throw this without Baneling speed. Just keep making Banelings. Get ready to attack. Well, happy birthday, Starman55. And more Marines are going to push down across the map. Look, he's got Banelings to the left, Banelings to the right. Step on that creep, we come blow up your Marines all night. Okay, so he's gonna go for a drop in the main. I think he realizes that Jonsnow is like basically preparing to receive his army. Oh god, what are these units doing? Okay. He is microing multiple armies. I was scared he might have moved commanded them to follow the medevac. Oh, Banelings coming in. Decent splits. Keeps a good amount of Marines alive, but the Marines in the main are going down. Drone. And he does not have enough Marines to fight these Mutalisks here. The Mutts will clean up the Marines. And this tank as well. More Marines are going to try to run over and defend this, but there's just so much on the map. Oh, cash money shot. Money. Nope, didn't really kill much. Okay. Marines are going to continue to retreat. Mines kill a bunch of his Marines, and that should be GG. Jonsnow cleans him up.